pagkakataong ito upang ipaliwanag ang mga naging pahayag ni Undersecretary Hermogenes Jessie T. Andres noong nakaraang DOJ budget hearing noong October 21, 2025. Babasahin ko po ang mga statements ni Undersecretary Jessie Andres. Section 5D of Republic Act Number 6981, or the Witness Protection, Security, and Benefit Act, requires that an applicant for state witness must comply with his legal obligations under the law. The legal obligation is the restitution of stolen government funds. Any person who has misappropriated government funds has the legal obligation to return the same. It cannot be denied that the restitution of stolen government funds is an integral part of justice. Kailangan po ibalik ang ninakaw na pera sa kaban ng bayan. Mapapawalang saysay ang pag-uusig sa mga sangkot sa anomalya sa flood control kung hindi nila ibabalik ang kanilang ninakaw sa kaban ng bayan. The DOJ will process the applicants as covered witnesses to ensure their protection and continued cooperation. In accordance with Section 5D of RA 6981, that is, again po, the Witness Protection, Security, and Benefits Act, the receipt of benefits in their consideration as state witnesses will depend on the totality of the evidence that they will provide, together with their commitment to return the stolen funds as agreed upon in the Memorandum of Agreement to be executed. Ito po statement by Undersecretary Hermogenes Jessie T. Andres, who is the DOJ Law Enforcement Cluster Head and National Prosecution Service Undersecretary in charge. Any questions po?
Sir, ano ba yung datas ngayon sa application nila? Ano ba yung datas ngayon sa application nila Diskaya, Santos, and the DPWH ex-officials?
Sir, these are currently being processed. No? Nasa proseso pa po lahat. Wala pa pong tinatanggap na state witness. When we say covered witness, magkaiba ho ang definition ng covered witness sa state witness under the Witness Protection, Security, and Benefit Act. Ibig po sabihin na covered witness ay na-consider na sila, their application has been considered, is being evaluated, but that there has been no determination yet na state witness na sila. Kasi pag state witness po tayo, yan po yung may immunity na from suit. As covered witness, provisional immunity lang po yan, provisional security. Provisional meaning, pansamantala, for the time being. Okay, for the time being that insofar as the period for legislative inquiry is being conducted, and insofar as their applications are being evaluated to determine if they fit the criteria as state witnesses.
So wala namang kung nag-back out, and ano po ba yung ating timetable natin kung kailan natin expected na matatapos at makakapag-decide kung sino ang state witnesses?
Wala pa pong timetable, sir. Again, itong proseso na to is careful evaluation of the applications. Wala po siya ma-schedule na kunwari by a certain time. Kumpara po kunwari sa preliminary investigation ng mga kaso under the law, may period dapat yan na dapat ma-conclude ang PI or preliminary investigation. In the case of evaluation of applications for state witness, we cannot provide yet a timetable, nor will we provide one. Okay? But rest assured that the applications are being thoroughly evaluated and meticulously analyzed.
And wala naman nagbabago, sir?
Wala pa po. I understand na may mga statements that they will not cooperate, that certain witnesses will not cooperate. Again, as I have mentioned po in the previous press briefing, it does not matter kung gusto pa nila mag-cooperate o hindi. Nasa kanila po yan. Because at the end of the day, they will be the ones relinquishing their benefits under the Witness Protection, Securities, Benefit Act. They will be the ones relinquishing any possible immunity from suit should they be determined as state witness. Para lang po yung application sa trabaho o sa school. May mga kondisyon po tayo kailangan tuparin. Pag hindi niyo po gusto tuparin yung kondisyon, wala po magpipigil sa inyo. But again, we also cannot give you what you're asking for.
Sir, just to clarify, has there been any official communication from the Vizcayas na hindi na po sila mag-cooperate sa DOJ, similar to what they did with ICI? And has there been any official communication po sa response naman nila po sa hinihingi nga po ng DOJ that they must return whatever assets they accumulated from this transaction?
Yes, ma'am. To answer your question, we have not received any statement from them that they are withdrawing, at least with respect to the DOJ. No, but again, it does not matter if they wish or not. Nasa kanila yan. Because we can proceed, if the evidence is sufficient, we can proceed with trial. If their statements cannot provide a direct link to the crimes, to the anomalies that were conducted. So it is not imperative. Hindi po importante. Hindi ganun kahalaga ang kanilang mga statements. Or in other words, hindi siya crucial. Any more questions?
Sir, may need pa ba to make yung restitution as a requirement para maging state witness, considering na most of their assets have already been frozen by the AMLAC. So, sa point na yung issue about yung dun sa anong po pwede yung property sila and assets. So, may need pa ba na maging prerequisite?
Sorry sir, hindi ko po
May need pa ba para sa gawing prerequisite yung restitution?
Ang restitution po ay that is under the law. Okay? Klaruhin po natin, no? The word restitution itself is not found. We are not denying that. We are not saying that may restitution talagang provision under the Witness Protection Security Benefit Act. What we are saying is under Section 5D, you have to comply with legal obligations firsthand, beforehand, before you could be afforded any of the benefits under the Act. Okay? So, again, para lang pong application sa trabaho, sa school, yung mga condition po kailangan i-comply. One of which is restitution, is a legal obligation. How do we say it's a legal obligation? Well, some funds were stolen. Money was undoubtedly stolen from the coffers of government. Now, with that money, ano po nangyari? They were able to unjustly enrich themselves. Under the Civil Code, any amount by which you were unjustly enriched have to be returned. Yan po ay personal legal obligation. Common sense lang po yan. Meron silang ninakaw, kailangan ibalik. Obligasyon nila yon. Hindi po ba natin masasabi na obligasyon ang kinuha na pera? Diba? We would like to pursue justice here. And we don't think that to say that they have no obligation to return what they have stolen is in accordance with justice. It does not make sense. Yes, ma'am.
Sir, can you explain the process? At what point po nila kailangan ibalik yung pera? Paano po malalaman kung magkano dapat yung amount?
Yes, ma'am. Okay. So, under Section 5D po, no, kailangan may Memorandum of Agreement. Sa Memorandum of Agreement, nakasulat dyan, restitution, ibalik ang pera, before you can be considered a state witness. Okay? So, yun na po. During the process, ibalik, and then maybe you can be considered a state witness. As to how much, well, that will depend po on the contents of their testimony. There is no hard or rigid formula. Wala pong mathematical equation that will say this is the amount you have to pay. That will depend on what you say as a would-be witness, as a covered witness, based on your testimony to be evaluated by the Department of Justice.
So, right now po, dapat ibalik po nila yung pera while ongoing evaluation po ng application nila?
If they would want to be considered a state witness, yes po ma'am.
Have they expressed any intention to return?
They have not. They have not.
Okay, so, clarification lang. Meron na bang formal complaints sa Department of Justice regarding po sa mga iniimbestigahan natin tao ng gobyerno? Alam po yung sikado po na ng police. And kung meron man po, pero hindi naman po kasi yung preliminary investigation. Eh, parang sa na-transfer po yung ombudsman ng gobyerno na may ipabalik yung mga kaso.
Opo, yes. So the Ombudsman is deputized at the Department of Justice. Then deputized po niya ang kagawaran ng katarungan na to conduct preliminary investigation on the 5 cases that were filed with the Ombudsman. Okay, these are related to 5 ghost projects, of which I cannot name or disclose as of this moment as not to preempt the procedure. Pero we were deputized to conduct preliminary investigation, so we will assess the evidence. Susuriin po namin ang ebidensya. We will see if there is enough grounds to proceed to trial. So nasa amin po yun. In fact, ma'am, if I may just add, a task force was convened for this purpose to investigate the anomalies in public works and all the anomalies related to the bidding processes.
Kailan po kaya mag-proceed yung preliminary investigation?
Thank you, ma'am. No, so we're working within a month period. Yun ang pang pinakamabilis, no? 1 month period for us to conduct TI and then conclude it. I cannot guarantee na matatapos in 1 month, but we are endeavoring, tinatrabaho po namin na magawa na mabilis sa 1 month.
Tapos yung formal complainant po natin, yung mismo task force, tama ba?
Yes po, task force. Sorry, no, the formal complainant would be the Department of Justice. Okay. The complainant for that.
So yung task force yung magkakandak ng PI?
Yes, PI, as prosecutors. We've conducted evaluation. What we did before was we conducted the evaluation of the evidence. We held meetings with the DPWH officials, gathering evidence, understanding the processes, para makita po namin saan nga po nangyari yung mga anomalies. Okay, so and those were the same complaints filed with the Ombudsman, which were referred back to the department for conduct of preliminary investigation.
5 complaints, ano ba yun? Parang may anong area or personalities based? Paano po ba yung pagkakatati?
Ghost projects.
Mga ghost projects?
Opo, mga proyekto na may anomalya. So we are trying to zero in on projects.
Anong location, sir, and mga personalities involved?
No, it's project-based. So parang if at all location-based. Okay, location-based na mga proyekto. Personalities, of course, there are personalities involved, none of which pwede ko po i-disclose as of this moment as not to preempt the conduct of the investigation.
Pero yung location, sir, Bulacan or any other location po ba?
I cannot disclose that for now.
Sir, may timeline na po ba ang DOJ? Kailan po isasaltina yung mga respondent for preliminary investigation?
Nakasama na po yun sa 1 month period for us to do so. Again, hindi po yan guarantee. We are just doing our best to conduct it in 1 month na matapos po yung PI. So that's our benchmark. Subukan po namin lahat ng mga kaya namin para po magawa sa isang buwan.
After PI, sir, ombudsman, ibabalik sa ombudsman o RTC?
Diretso na po yan sa court if there is prima facie evidence with reasonable certainty of conviction. Okay, na-deputize na po kasi ang panel of prosecutors ng DOJ to conduct PI. So, diretso na po yun sa hukuman if, again, it meets the standard of proof.
Kahit yung sa Sandigan, sir, hindi nadaan sa ombudsman. Kung Sandigan level na case na mas mataas na official.
Dahil po na-deputize na po kami, at least with respect to these cases. Again, we refer back to the statements by Ombudsman Boying Remulla that these specific cases are to be under the jurisdiction of the DOJ as the deputized agency to conduct investigation. Bilang prosecutors po, mga taga-usig.
Meaning, sir, kahit yung higher salary grade, meaning 27.
Opo. Yes po.
Pwede.
Yes po. So unless we receive further information with respect to that, ang status po now is that we are deputized to conduct the investigation for these. So that means everything under the sun with respect to the cases that were referred back to us by the Ombudsman.
So it's as if yung ombudsman na rin kayo that would file a case.
Opo, you could say that. That's an okay analogy. Okay.
Dun sa, request natin for peace order sa so, dapat po ba mga DPWH officials and mga committees na po yung nation kahit peace order, wala pa po yung mga lawmakers?
Yes, that is correct. So the freeze orders issued, these are 6 in total, have been issued against the DPWH engineers, contractors, and DPWH officials. Wala pa po na-issue against elected local officials or government officials. Again, elected. Wala pa po. But none yet, but it does not mean na wala pong masasampa. Okay? Not yet. The operative word is yet.
Bakit po kaya wala pa?
Well, kasi,
Peace order against them.
yes ma'am. So, proseso po kasi ito eh. Diba? First, the NBI refers the cases to the AMLC or the Anti-Money Laundering Council. It is the Anti-Money Laundering Council which will file the applications for freeze order with the Court of Appeals. The AMLC will do this through the OSG or yung Office of the Solicitor General as the principal legal defender of the Republic. Ngayon, syempre, the AMLC itself will have to conduct investigations. Ang AMLC po kailangan po mag-imbestiga muna, makita may grounds for the application of freeze order, ilalahad ang grounds and ang mga basis doon sa application nila, ipipresenta sa Court of Appeals. Ang Court of Appeals magsasabi, okay, there is merit, we can issue the freeze order. Either that or they will not.
Pero sir, yung sa ombudsman, may hearing yung complaints, ano yung ibig sabihin?
Sorry, sir. Ano po?
Well, return po yung 5 complaints. Mahina pa ang ebidensya.
No, we should not speculate. We should not speculate na mahina ang ebidensya that the Ombudsman referred back to the DOJ. The sole reason is that it is a discretion of the Ombudsman in his judgment that the DOJ, ang kagawaran ng katarungan, will be in the best position to conduct preliminary investigation. Kasi sir, I mean, in the first instance, at the outset, di ba, kami po nag-evaluate ng mga evidence na to. Pinasa po sa Ombudsman. We cannot speculate on what went through the head of the good Ombudsman in referring it back to us. Diba? Just that perhaps he may have believed, or at least our position is that we would be in the best position to conduct preliminary investigation. Sabi naman po kasi ng galing yan.
Sir, other topic.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Kasi may pinay po si former Senator Villanes sa Ombudsman ang graft and plunder complaint against former President Duterte and Senator Bongo. Pero may pinay din po siyang same complaints dito sa DOJ in 2024. And dito ano po yung nangyari sa mga complaints?
So I do not believe that, I mean, it was the same complaint, no? I think we would have to clarify, because it was not a refiling. It was the same complaint. It was referred to the Ombudsman. But I would have to withhold information on that for now, ma'am. I will have to get back to you on that. Okay, so okay na po. Thank you, and good afternoon.